A 4-year-old girl vanished overnight from a locked luxury apartment. Weeks later, she was found in the last place anyone expected, her own bed. Paulette Gebara Farah was born on July 20, 2005, into a wealthy and influential family in the state of Mexico. Her parents, Mauricio Gebara and Lizette Farah, lived in a high-security residential complex known for privacy, guards, and gated access. But Paulette's life was not easy. She suffered from neurological and developmental disabilities, including motor and speech impairments. She could not walk independently, had difficulty speaking clearly, and required constant assistance. Despite this, she was described by family members as affectionate, gentle, and emotionally responsive. Her bedroom was carefully arranged to ensure safety: soft mattresses, side cushions, and a specific pillow placement to prevent her from rolling over unsafely during sleep. On March 21, 2010, Paulette spent the day with her father. That evening, she returned home tired. Her nanny, Erica, helped prepare her for bed. According to statements, Paulette was placed between her parents' mattresses, covered with blankets, and left to sleep. It was the last confirmed time anyone saw her alive. At around 4 a.m. on March 22, Paulette's mother, Lizette Farah, entered the bedroom to check on her daughter. The bed was empty. At first, confusion, not panic, set in. Paulette could not walk well. She could not open doors easily. She could not simply wander off. So where was she? The apartment was searched. Closets. Bathrooms. Under furniture. Nothing. The nanny was questioned. The guards were alerted. Soon, the building security reviewed surveillance footage. No one had entered or exited with a child. By sunrise, panic turned into fear. Police were called. What began as a missing child case quickly escalated into a national emergency. The disappearance of Paulette Gebara Farah dominated Mexican media almost immediately. Her photograph flooded television screens. Helicopters circled the area. Volunteers searched nearby woods. Police dogs combed the apartment complex. The case disturbed the public deeply, not just because a child was missing, but because nothing made sense. There were no signs of forced entry. No ransom demands. No suspicious vehicles. No witnesses. Even more disturbing, Paulette's physical condition made abduction without detection nearly impossible. Then came the interviews. Several days after Paulette's disappearance, her mother, Lizette Farah, appeared on television to speak about her missing daughter. The interview shocked the nation. Lizette appeared emotionally flat. Her expression seemed distant. She described events with clinical detachment. At one point, she lay down on Paulette's bed during the interview, demonstrating how her daughter slept. The public reaction was immediate and brutal. Social media exploded with accusations. She knows more than she says. No mother behaves like this. That bed hides something. Psychologists debated her behavior live on television. Journalists dissected every word, every pause, every blink. Suspicion shifted from an unknown intruder to the parents themselves. Authorities searched the apartment multiple times. Police dogs were brought in, twice. They detected nothing. Investigators checked mattresses, sheets, closets, and furniture. The bed was moved. The room was examined under forensic lighting. Still nothing. Days passed. The apartment, once sealed, was reopened. Family members returned. Media crews entered. The bed was remade. Pillows were rearranged. The possibility that Paulette had never left the room was discussed, and dismissed. Until March 31, 2010. 9 days after Paulette vanished, a forensic expert entered the bedroom again. As he inspected the bed, he noticed something unusual near the foot of the mattress, between the bed frame and the mattress itself. He lifted the mattress. There, wedged in a narrow gap, was Paulette's body. She was still wearing her pajamas. The room fell silent. Mexico erupted in disbelief. How could a child go missing for 9 days, while police, dogs, family members, and journalists searched the apartment, only to be found in her own bed? Authorities announced that Paulette's death was an accident. According to the final report, Paulette had rolled into the gap between the mattress and bed frame. Due to her physical limitations, she was unable to free herself. She died from asphyxiation. There was no evidence of violence. No signs of sexual assault. No proof of parental involvement. The official ruling, accidental death. The case was closed. But for the public, it was just beginning. The explanation raised more questions than it answered. How did trained search dogs miss her scent? Multiple times. How did investigators fail to find a body in a bed that was searched repeatedly? Why was the bed remade if it was a potential crime scene? Why did decomposition not match the timeline perfectly? Why did pillows and blankets appear rearranged after the disappearance? And most chilling of all, how does a child vanish from her bed, only to be found there days later? Public trust in the investigation collapsed. Some believed the official story. They argued that Paulette's disabilities made the accident plausible. That the bed structure allowed her body to remain hidden. That investigative mistakes, though tragic, were human. Others believed something darker. They suspected negligence. A cover-up. Or worse, an accidental death followed by panic and concealment. No alternative theory was ever proven. No one was charged. The truth, if different from the official version, died with Paulette. Mauricio Gebara and Lisette Farah were cleared of wrongdoing. But clearance did not mean peace. They withdrew from public life. Lisette Farah faced relentless public scrutiny for years. Mauricio changed residences. The family name became permanently tied to tragedy. Paulette was laid to rest. Mexico moved on, but not fully. More than a decade later, the Paulette Gebara Farah case remains one of Mexico's most haunting mysteries, not because it lacks answers, but because the answers feel incomplete. A child disappeared without leaving her room. A bed became a hiding place. A nation lost faith in certainty. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps it was negligence. Perhaps it was something never meant to be uncovered. But one truth remains unshaken. Sometimes, the most terrifying mysteries are not found in dark forests or abandoned streets, but in the quiet place where a child was supposed to be safe. A bed. A room. A silence that still echoes. If you believe the official explanation, comment below. If you don't, explain why. And if this story disturbed you, share it, so Paulette is never forgotten.